Lindsay, and thank you for stopping by my channel, The Math Nurse. Just to give you a little bit of background about me, I have a bachelor's degree in communications with a minor in mathematics. I absolutely love math. I know, call me crazy. And then I also just finished up my LPN year, so I have my licensed practical nurse degree or certification. And then I'm starting my RN year this fall, which I'm super excited about. All right, so one thing that I found out in my last year of nursing school is that nursing students absolutely hate medical math and dosage calculations. So I thought I would start a YouTube channel to help alleviate some of that fear and anxiety that go along with those medical math and dosage calculations equations. The first thing I wanted to tackle was conversions, converting grams to milligrams. It's super basic, but it's something that we really, really need to know. Converting milligrams to grams, grams to kilograms, things like that go hand in hand with a lot of dosage calculations and medical math. So if you like to take this time to like and subscribe to my channel, I plan on releasing quite a few videos regarding this subject with medical math and dosage calculations. So stick with me, and here we go. We're going to start. All right, let's go ahead and get started today. Let's look at our very first problem. How many milligrams are in 1 gram? Basically what we're doing here is we are converting grams to milligrams. Sometimes in dosage calculations, you'll have something like a pill, right, like a tablet, that's 1 gram. But the prescription is only for 500 milligrams of that pill. Okay, so on hand you have 1 gram. This entire tablet is 1 gram, but you only need 500 milligrams. Well, how do you know how many milligrams are in this tablet? Super simple ways to do it. There's a couple different ways we're going to go through today. The very first thing that we need to think about is where is gram at on our list here. So gram is our standard. Our standard can be gram, which is weight, liter, which would be volume. We'll use that conversion when we're doing things like IV administrations, all right, or length, which would be liters. So that would be your standard, and then all of them have these same prefixes, all right? So you've got decagram or decaliter or decameter, okay? But it goes up one at a time up here at the top, deca, hecto, kilo, all right? And then it starts going down one at a time, and then you'll see it'll jump here, but we'll talk about that later. So we have deci, centa, milli, micro, nano, and so forth to pico. All right. So what we want to worry about right now is we're going to worry about standard and milli, because those are the 2 gram is our standard and milligrams. Okay. So how many, the first thing I want you to do is decide how many drops do we go down. Okay. For this particular one, we go down 1, 2, 3. Okay. That number is important. How far away are you from each other? These are 3 spots away. Okay, so if you go down 3 spots, then you're going to move your decimal over to the right 3 spots. Okay, down and out. So we're going to go down. So that means the decimal is going to come over 1, 2, 3 spots. So 1 gram, because we moved our decimal over 1, 2, 3, it's now right here, equals 1,000 milligrams. All right, so say your order was for 500 milligrams. Okay, so 500 milligrams of X medication needs to be delivered to the patient. Okay, well, we know that there's 1,000 milligrams in 1 gram, and we know our tablet's 1 gram. So that means that we're going to split this in half and give our patient, if we're able to, right? If we're able to cut it in half, we would give them half of a tablet. That would equal your 500 milligrams. Okay, so that's kind of the situation where you'd be using this conversion. All right, that was one way to do it, is using the decimal and just moving it left or right. Another way to do it is using equations. All right, so in order to go down 1, 2, 3 spots, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply, which is kind of funny because we're going down, you think you'd be dividing, but you're actually going to multiply when you go down. So we're going to multiply by 1 followed by 3 zeros. This is going to be the same irregardless of how many grams we started with. Even if we started with 4 grams, we're still going to multiply by 1 followed by 3 zeros. The 3 is going to change, but the 1's going to stay the same. Okay, does that make sense? So we're going to multiply by 1,000. Here's our 3 zeros. There's our 1 followed by 1, 2, 3 zeros. Again, the 3 comes from this 1, 2, 3 spots away from where we started. All right, so say we started with a decagram and that was 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. That's where this number changes to 4 rather than 3. Okay, but in our situation, we're 3 spots down. So we're going to multiply by 1 followed by 3 zeros, or we're going to times by 1,000. Okay, so we've got our 1 gram. We're going to times that by 1,000. That's going to give us 1,000 milligrams. Therefore, 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. All right, let's see. Our question just changed here. So how many kilograms are in 1 gram? So let's switch it up just a little bit. All right, so we're sticking here with the standard, but we want to know how many kilograms are in a gram. Okay, this number is going to be super small because unlike milligrams, there was a whole bunch of little tiny milligrams in this 1 gram. Okay, because we went down, there was a whole bunch of them, right? Well, 1 gram, we need a whole bunch of 1 grams to equal a kilogram. Okay, so this number is going to be super, super tiny. Let's figure out what that number is. All right, so we started with our standard. We're going to go up now, 1, 2, 3 spots. Okay, so we're going to work with that 3 again, this time using decimals. If we go up, instead of going down and out, we're going to go up and to the left. Okay, so here is our 1, right? We started with 1 gram. We're going to move this decimal 1, 2, 3 spots. It's going to go right here. So 1 gram equals 0. Always do your leading zeros. 0.0001 kilograms. It's a little tiny amount of a kilogram. Okay, if you had a big, huge weight of something that was a kilogram, 1 gram is going to be super, super tiny. All right, so 1 gram equals 0.001 kilograms. Now we're going to use equations. This time if we go up, remember, if we went down, we were going to multiply. So you guessed it, we're going to go up and divide. Okay, again, we're going to count how many times, which is 3. So that's where we get our 3 zeros from. The 1's going to stay consistent. We never change that. If we go up, we're going to divide by 1 followed by 3 zeros, or divide by 1,000. So we started with 1. 1 gram divided by 1,000 equals 0.001 milligrams. Okay? Oh, that should say kilograms. All right. So let's go ahead and review what we've just talked about here. When we're using decimals, we're going to count how far away it is. Okay, so we use this one, 1, 2, 3. That meant we went right 3 spaces with our decimal. Okay, so let's say that we are from kilograms and we're trying to get to milligrams. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We went down, so we're going to move our decimal to the right 6 spots. Okay, now if we go up, where are we moving that decimal? We're moving it to the left. Down and out, up and in. Okay? All right, what about our equation? If we went down the chart, however many spaces, then we're going to multiply. Okay? And if we go up the chart, we're going to divide. Down is multiply and up is divide. One thing I want to point out here is that milligrams and micrograms, it jumps. We talked about this earlier. Okay, so if you're going from standard down to micrograms, and there are medications that will be in micrograms, okay, you're not going to just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, there's these spots in here, so we have to count those too. So it's like adding 3 at a time once we get down to here. Okay, so we're going to go from gram to microgram, 1, 2,
3, and then 4, 5, 6. All right, so instead of moving it 4 spaces like you would just be counting down, we need to make sure that we're adding in that 3 that's the jump. All right, if you have questions on that in the comments, go ahead and let me know. Down is multiply, up is divide. All right, now that we've finished up that review, let's go ahead and change it to a slightly different problem. How many milligrams are in 0.04 kilograms? All right, so what we have is we started here and we are going to find out what is the equivalent of kilograms to milligrams when you have 0.04 kilograms. All right, so let's go ahead and do our counting. I kind of cheated here and it says 6, so let's just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go down 6, so we're going to go down and out, down and to the right with our decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where our decimal is going to be. So we're going to have 4 zeros after the 4, which is 40,000 milligrams. 0.04 kilograms equals 40,000 milligrams. Okay. Now let's do it using our equation. If we go down, remember we're going to multiply. We're going to multiply by 1, followed by how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're going to multiply by 1 million. Should have been a comma here and a comma here. Okay, so 1 million times 0.04 is going to give us 40,000 milligrams. 0.04 kilograms equals 40,000 milligrams. And we can keep doing this all day. All the rules stay the same. Up and left, down and out. And then multiply. When you go down, you multiply, and when you go up, you divide. All right, just one more thing I wanted to point out. I went over this before, but just keep in mind that milli and micro, even though it's next to each other, there's still those 3 spots in between. Same with nano and the pico. So just keep that in mind. All right, so this last screen here shows just kind of a review. If you want to go ahead and snap a screenshot of this, it's a really good way to kind of get that visualization in your brain. When you're using decimals, you're going to go down the chart and your decimal is going to go to the right. If you're going up the chart in your conversion, your decimal is going to go to the left. So down and out, up and in is the kind of the way I like to think about it. When you're using equations, you're going to go down. That means you're going to multiply, right, by the 1, followed by however many zeros you went down or down. And if you go up, you're going to divide by 1, followed by however many zeros you went up. All right, down, multiply, up, divide.
All right, thanks for sticking with me all the way to the end. I really hope you learned something today about conversions. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Or if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have any future medical math or dosage calculations you would like me to go over, I would be happy to do that. You can leave that in the comment section below as well. All right, thanks for stopping by the Math Nurse.